Welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast with Scott McKenzie. Scott is a passionate industry professional dedicated to transferring cutting-edge, industry-focused innovations and trends while highlighting the men and women who keep the world moving. So put on your hard hat, grab your work boots, and let's go.
All right, once again, thank you very much for joining Industrial Talk, the #1 industrial-related podcast in the universe. It is backed up by science, and it celebrates all the industry professionals all around the world. Because you are bold, you are brave, you dare greatly, you solve problems, you collaborate, you're making my life better, and you're making the world a better place to live. All right, special podcast. We are, along with other influencers, are going to be broadcasting from IMTS, and it is right around the corner. Let's get cracking. This is a panel. This is a panel of influencers, industrial. They've got street cred. They're massive street cred capability here. And they're going to all be at IMTS. IMTS is in Chicago, and I'm looking out at their website right now. It's right in front of me. And as of this recording, it's 10 days, 16 hours, 37 minutes, and 50 seconds away. Right here. But I'm going to be publishing this tomorrow, so it's going to be 9 days, 16 hours, and so on. But I highly, and I mean highly, recommend that if you're in the manufacturing space, if you're considering, if that's your profession, everybody, and all of the individuals that I have spoken to that have been on Industrial Talk, they're all going to be there. And again, we need to continue to educate. The speed at which a lot of this technology, this innovation is going is blistering. And if you're not in the game, it's going to be, they're going to leave you behind. And we don't want that because we need you as a manufacturer. But two, it is an opportunity for everyone to collaborate. Hey, I got an idea. What's the problem here? What's the problem there? Let's come up with a solution. That is what's going to be taking place at IMTS Chicago. And again, let's just sort of look at this. And it's going to be, of course, the 12th through the 17th. And I'm telling you, you got to go there. Now, this is a panel. This is a panel of influencers, and we've just sort of did a little round robin on why they're there, why is it important, what makes this an incredible event. But everyone has incredible podcasts, insights. They're manufacturers. They bring so much to the table, and that's what this conversation on this particular podcast is all about. And the excitement that we are all going to be on site at IMTS, it's a big deal. And also it's powered by AMT. Yeah, put that out there. All right, let's get on with the conversation. Enjoy this round robin of industrial influencers, manufacturing influencers, who are truly passionate about getting that message out and making you a success. So let's get cracking. All right, panel, welcome to Industrial Talk. This is going to be a great conversation. I am absolutely jacked. You have no idea. My skin is tingling. All right, listeners, we've got a panel. And if you're out there on video, you can tell that it looks sort of Brady Bunch-like, and these are all incredible influencers, passionate about manufacturing, and definitely want to help manufacturers get the message out, amplify their message, and help them succeed, because we need you. And that's what we're all about. We want you to succeed, and therefore we're going to do everything we can to get that message out. All right. With that said, James, we're going to be at IMTS. This is going to be in Chicago. This is going to be mid-September. I think we're on 12th. And then I think for myself personally, if you're in manufacturing and you're not going to that event, you're missing out. Don't miss out. Tell us a little bit about what's going on over there.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. So IMTS, well, that's produced by the Association for Manufacturing Technology. It is the biggest manufacturing technology event, period, that there is. It's a biennial event. It happens every 2 years, and it's back. And this year it's focused on digital manufacturing implemented. And it's about seeing things in action, very much applied in one place. So I'm here representing the association and Industrial Strength Marketing. We're here focused on helping companies be better marketers and sellers of their industrial products and services. And we came together with this great idea to create what's called the IMTS Plus Creators Lounge. It's a place where like creators of original manufacturing content can come to connect and share their stories. And it's right on the South Hall floor. And we're very excited to bring and create a place for like creators, like everyone here. And so we're excited. We're going to be there the whole week, 12th through the 17th. So if you're listening in, check it out. There's going to be a lot for you, especially bring your cameras, bring your stories. We'll see you there.
Charlie, what booth are we at?
338-600.
It's a lengthy number, but worth remembering. Charlie, how come you're interested in what drives you to be a part of the IMTS Plus Creators Lounge? Why say yes?
Well, first of all, I love manufacturing. I would say I love a plant tour. I'd say it all the time, really. But it's the education that you get when you talk to manufacturing people and see, how that process, that equipment is actually changing our lives, that we can't survive without some of these things. It's vital to life. And then meeting those people in person at a conference, there's nothing better than that. However, telling the stories is a little bit challenging. And so when we do meet somebody that can tell a manufacturing story, that can get creative with that, and really that is why I'm excited about the Creators Lounge, because I don't know all these people that and I know that it's a need within our space, especially in our media marketing world that we live in. We see that it's a challenge for people to create content and interesting content that is picked up and read and used and is a resource for people. And we're seeing that happen. And we're definitely seeing it in a new way, a fun, exciting way. I love all the podcasters that we have found. But even if you're just creating a video or a white paper, these things are really important. And I love shining the light on the actual creators that are doing that hard work.
So yeah, I like that. I for me personally, doing podcasts, doing media in the space of manufacturing, it fulfills my dream to live in the Discovery Channel and continue to learn and to continue to educate and the best part is the ability to collaborate. They're all just great people like Meaghan. See, Meaghan, see how I rolled that into it? Give us the reason why you're, yeah. And I met Meaghan at another event, and she does not disappoint. She absolutely nails it. Give us a reason why you are, participating in IMTS.
Because it's really important nowadays, because we have this major skills gap going on, and manufacturers need to do a better job at telling their brand's narrative. And if we don't start doing that and making manufacturing and engineering cool like Nike, we're in a whole lot of trouble if we don't start filling up these positions. So how do you do that? You get a bunch of creators together who are passionate about the sector, who are sharing the cool stories about the robotics, the automation, the additive manufacturing, the sensors, and you give them a platform to share these stories of the manufacturers so that kids can start seeing the exciting things that are happening and how they're happening and how they're created and how they're designed and how they're built, and give them a reason to want to have a career in engineering and manufacturing.
Yeah, I like that. And note to yourself, anybody listening out there, make it cool. It is cool stuff. Make it cool.
It's super cool.
It is cool. And put yourself out there. It might feel a little uncomfortable, but really, people are pretty cool about the just saying, hey, all right, man. All right.
I think Mitch will be Mitch will be wearing the t-shirt, I think. So, he's got one.
Excellent. Now, Fabian, let's now you've got, if there's a niche podcast, that's definitely your podcast. And why are you saying, hey, I need to be at the IMTS event. I need to be a part of this Creators Lounge, this IMTS Plus Creators Lounge. Let the listeners know what that means.
No, I think you hit the nail on the head. I'm in the additive manufacturing, or also known as 3D printing industry. And, if you look at the whole manufacturing industry, which is globally worth $14 trillion US, additive manufacturing owns 0.1% of those 14 trillion. And even though a lot of people know about additive manufacturing, many organizations and people struggle with, what does it mean for me? What does it mean for my company, for my technology, for my organization? And once I know what that means for me, how do I incorporate that? And to me, the best way to understand what it means and how to incorporate a new technology is to learn from others, is to learn from people who have done it, who can tell you their story, their experience, and their mistakes that they've made along the way. So that's why I'm excited about IMTS, but also about IMTS Plus, is because we'll have great technologies on the floor where, you know, we've not seen each other due to COVID for a while, and now we can touch technology again. We can feel it and experience it. And also we can now, due to the IMTS Plus Creators Lounge, experience other people's stories and learn from them.
It's where the cool industrial manufacturing kids hang out. That's what's IMT.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't mean that, but that's where the cool kids hang out. Mitch, talk to us, you old salty dog.
Yeah.
CNC, give us a little background on why you are participating in this incredible body of knowledge.
Yeah, this is in my long career in manufacturing, this is the most interesting time I have ever seen.
Yeah.
There is way more demand than there is capacity in America. It's important to our economy. It's important to national defense. It's important to employment of people that want to have good, high-paying jobs that are stable. And, you know, I see it on a daily basis in my business of customers that are just struggling to find manufacturing capacity. You know, and of course, on the other end, we're all struggling to find employees. And we're so heads down day to day in our business, fulfilling orders, making the parts, making the things for our customers, that we know what we know. And we get very isolated in our knowledge. And IMTS is this every 2 years opportunity to come together, discover things that we haven't even thought about. And if I can help share the excitement of manufacturing, the opportunity that there is in America right now, and inspire some of the younger generation to investigate, to get involved, I think once they just dip their toe in the water, they'll find out how sexy it is. And so I'm excited to do that, and obviously a passion probably comes through.
I really like it, and you touched on a couple of points that are absolutely critical, and that is, one, how do I attract, right? How do I attract individuals to keep my business going? How do I train, given the fact that things are changing so rapidly? How do I keep upskilling my workforce? It's just the only solution that I know is that you get engaged, you be a part of an expanding community that is focused on all of these very difficult challenges. Now, to you, James, one of the things is that comes to mind. It's like, oh man, I'm all in. Let's say I'm back here and I'm going, oh man, I'm all in. I want to be a part of this. But is the IMTS Plus Creators Lounge just for very special people, or is it open? How do we know that the water's warm and comfortable?
Yeah, I think so what's the spirit? So yes, it's open, but what is really the spirit of it? I think it's everything we're talking about. It's I have a personal view that, and I think we all agree, industrial and AMT, is that we have to transition from trying to just create perceptions of manufacturing, to change them, to create them, and changing, for people that have never had a manufacturing or an industrial experience in their life, where we're really a technology industry. We always have been. We are the technology industry, and that's really where I think we're going to be. So there'll be everyone that represents the future of manufacturing on up to the folks that got us here in the first place. And so that means young, women and men coming in to tell their stories as an influencer. They're doing kind of TikTok techniques on LinkedIn, and they're reaching out to us. And just as a heads up, we're asking everyone to come and use the hashtag #WeAreAllCreators and just share your story, because what we're doing in the IMTS Plus Creators Lounge is we want to hear your story. What's your manufacturing story is the operative question. And so that's about people coming from all different points of views and questions, young and old, diverse. And because if we're going to create, perceptions, we've got to we have to show that. We have to look for the change that is already happening. So that's a big part of the spirit here. So yes, we'll interview folks that are running a podcast, a YouTube channel, that are just really a creative social influencer because they can post well. Or there's someone that's actually in a brand. They're a big manufacturing brand like EOS. And by the way, we have Wade Anderson, who will be one of the influencers there from Okuma, Shop Matters. And so we'll be hearing from the big companies down to the individual independent creators. Megan, that's how I met you. You came out and you did your thing, and you're bringing in students to the show. So everything from kids getting off a school bus, and I don't want to steal your thunder, all the way through these just great stories of people that But when we take pictures of IMTS moving forward, it needs to be a different picture. And you all know what I'm saying. And because they're there, and really the great foresight of like Peter Ellman, he's the Chief Experience Officer at AMT, and Michelle Edmondson, the VP of Exhibitions, and Travis Egan, and Chris Downs, and Allison, so many great people there. They believe in creators. They understand the power of it. And that's why they created IMTS Plus. It's a digital destination for the manufacturing community to connect, to listen, podcasts, to watch videos, to learn, and even to convene as a community. And so think about IMTS now, the show, the International Manufacturing Technology Show. It's the show, it's the network, but it's really a destination. And that's where AMT is sending this signal with the IMTS Plus Creators Lounge. It's a modest space, it's a cool space, it's a studio, and it's a place that that this community has a place just to hang out for a few minutes. And we'll try to make it as fun as possible, but it's going to be as diverse as possible.
All right, we're in the wrap-up phase right now with a little round robin. That means I'm going to start with you, Megan. By the way, I like the haircut. Just FYI.
Thank you.
All right.
I got something special planned for IMTS, so I'm excited.
Yeah, see, it's all cool, man. And I love the branding. You can see that's the cool factor. I really enjoy that. For the listeners out there, Megan, sort of wrap it up on your side. How do they get a hold of you? What's that all about? You're going to be at the booth. Yeah, well, you're an open book. You chirp and chat with people all the time. So give us a little background.
Yeah, so the easiest way to get a hold of me is to go on LinkedIn and just hit that connect or follow button. You can also reach me at mavensofmanufacturing.com. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can schedule a briefing with me at one of those fancy Calendly links. But like I've mentioned before in other interviews, I'm a tech writer by trade. I love creating stories and writing brand narratives and helping companies identify their voice and really pushing them out there so that they can get the next generation really excited. At IMTS, I'm going to be all over the place, especially in the IMTS Creators Plus Lounge, but you can also see me at the Student Summit that's going on there because, as James mentioned, I'm bringing a bus full of students from the high school that I graduated from. So I'll most likely be there 2 out of the 7 days that I'm there.
Big heart, man. Big heart. I love it. All right, Charlie, you're next.
Good, because I wanted to just say, Megan, I am just inspired by you and what you're doing. The Women Make Manufacturing move, of course, I'll be a part of that. Really excited about that. But also it's because you're being a role model for other creators. You're being a role model for other women in the industry and just using your voice to encourage more people there. It's really going to help us be diverse in every category, not just women, but making that movement, making a place. And so I'd also say just the event itself, I say they're creators. They've created these amazing spaces for young professionals, for existing people in manufacturing, young and old. We have to share that knowledge, and it's wonderful to have the space to do that. So I'm really excited about that. I am the host of the Empowering Industry podcast. Originally, I was empowering pumps and equipment, and that I guess expansion is because I love talking about anything to do with industry. And that is because we know that one piece of equipment doesn't run the system. One type of person doesn't make everything work, right? So us coming together and collaborating has been key. And I'm just so thankful that James, thank you for picking me as one of the influencers to be on this panel and be part of this group. It's really amazing to learn from all of you.
I think thank you, but thanks to you, like y'all are doing such great things for manufacturing, and this is, at the end of the day, we're going to look at the relationships we've made, in this industry, and this is one of the best places. And my goal is to give out about at least 1,000 hugs at IMTS. I'm bringing it, but it's great to be here and have having this group coming together. But it's time for us creators to have a place to call home.
I'm a hugger too, so you all have been warned.
Oh, is that there, Megan?
Same.
I said I'm a hugger too, so y'all have been warned.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to the cardio effect of what is it, on 27 floors of manufacturing bliss. That's what I'm looking forward to at IMTS. All right, Mitch, talk to us. Everyone, by the way, listeners out there, everyone, you go out to their stat card on LinkedIn. You're not going to be disappointed. Reach out. They're easy to find. I'll have all the contact information. But Mitch, talk to us.
Yeah, I'm excited to get. I'm actually bringing a group of employees is with me because, again, these are people that are in the shop working their butts off every day with what they know, what technology we have provided them, and I'm excited to see a group of employees just their eyes are going to open up at the things that they don't even fathom yet, and so we're going to bring a lot of our apprentices, people that are kind of new in the career, and they're fascinated by the tools and the technology that we have, but we're like just scratching the surface. So looking forward to exposing some young people that are already excited into the bigger world of what it can be, and then doing some great interviews at the Creators Lounge to dig into some topics that I'm personally very excited about and I think are impactful for the industry at large. And of course, seeing friends old and new.
Yeah. Well, hey, what's the name of your podcast?
I don't really have one.
Mitch.com.
He does, but can't announce it yet.
Did I just create discomfort on you?
Yeah, it's actually a really, really cool deal. So we're gonna have a great announcement about Mitch's his show. It's actually going to be a big YouTube show. So
shut the front door.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd come to watch if it just said Mitch Free.
Thank you. Well, this is something that I've never really thought of myself as doing, but it's just sort of played out that I've been in the industry. I've been fortunate to see a lot, and so I'd like to do what I can to sort of give back and impart that wisdom. And I need another thing to do, like I need a hole in the head. But this is so important. I'm just going to make time to do it.
The hole in the head that goes with your flowing hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Mane, there it is, right there. All right, Fabian, you tell us, give us your parting shot, how to get a hold of you, all of that good stuff.
Yeah, just like everybody, you can just reach out via LinkedIn and connect and follow, and yeah, super happy to also, just hop on a conversation if you're interested, either via phone or at IMTS live, right? So I'll be at IMTS at the IMTS Plus Creators Lounge, where I'm super pumped to interview folks of the industry and really get that unique piece of knowledge out of them that we all can learn from. So that's probably what I'm most excited about. But I'm also going to be at the EOS booth in the Additive Manufacturing Pavilion, along with some other folks from the EOS team. And we're there to educate about additive manufacturing, talk about your unique industry, whether, if it's the space industry where we have printed rocket engines going into space, the medical industry where we have implants going into human bodies, the automotive industry where we see more and more parts going into serial cars, but also of course in manufacturing, right? Whether if it's conformal cooling tools or manufacturing aids, where additive manufacturing can accelerate the transition into bringing back manufacturing into the United States, making manufacturing cleaner, more efficient, simplifying our supply chain through on-demand manufacturing. So I'm just excited to kickstart the journey for many people out there, and also to meet all of you in person.
And you're the winner of a phrase that really has never been uttered on a podcast, and that is printed rocket engines.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is that cool or what? I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, come to the booth. I'll show you a big copper piece of a rocket engine. It's pretty cool.
Good. All right. Last but not least, James, give us a little parting shot.
Oh my gosh, how do you give a parting shot? But as you really think about the technologies that are driving the future, and if you're really like passionate about the future and how do we, make the world better for what we do in this industry, this is definitely the place to come. And you're going to hear great stories from people all around the industry. And there's, essentially roughly 9 pavilions at IMTS. So as we look at these creator stories, it could be additive, it could be machining, it could be, we'll be talking about automation, we'll be talking about women and men in manufacturing. We're looking for people for diverse, really just inspiring stories, but we're also looking to entertain people. That's also what we have to think about as we are creators, as we are communicators, marketers, because we have great products, but we've got to let people know about what we're doing in industry. So that's our opportunity. There's going to be great stories. So if you do want to tell your story, hit us up. We'll be following the hashtag #WeAreAllCreators, and that's your chance to come and tell your story.
See, excellent. All of you, excellent. I'm really excited. I'm giddy. Yeah, I am. All right, a couple of things that I heard. One, we're here to amplify. Okay, good. We're here to entertain. We need to entertain. We're here to collaborate. We're here to get that message out. And it's important for all of us and everybody that's listening to do that. Remember, educate, collaborate, and innovate. Make that happen, because the future is absolutely exciting. All right, team. You guys are wonderful.
Back at you.
All right, listeners, we're going to wrap it up on the other side. We're going to have all the contact information for these individuals. IMTS Plus Creators Lounge. Charlie, what booth are we at?
338-600.
338-600. Go there. You guys got to go to the IMTS event. All right, we're going to wrap it up on the other side. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
You're listening to the Industrial Talk Podcast Network.
All right, how about that conversation? That was a fabulous roundtable conversations with influencers that are passionate about your success. Tremendous skills and abilities, all right here on Industrial Talk, and they are all of them are going to be at IMTS in Chicago, September 12th through the 17th. You need to be there. You need to connect with all of these wonderful professionals that are wandering the floors, providing education, desiring to collaborate, and definitely innovating, because we need you, manufacturers and professionals in manufacturing, to succeed. That's what it's all about. You need to be there. All right, be bold, be brave, dare greatly. I always say that on this podcast because I want you to hang out with people that were on this roundtable, and you're going to change the world. We're going to have another great conversation, probably from this particular conference shortly, so do not go away.